Okay, by the God's name. Hey guys, my name is Bassam. Today I'm going to give you a presentation about some things and some information from me for you, from you for me also. And I want really to thank God also you to give me this opportunity, this chance to be here in front of you today. It's really a pleasure for me. And I'm sorry, really I couldn't write down the title for the topic of today. The title is "What is language?" I'm going to ask that question and explain it step by step. And before that, I want to say that the language I'm the language I am speaking right now, it is on its way to become a global, universal language in the world, and I can prove it somehow. Why? Because I mean English language. It is the language of the internet. It is the language of aircraft controls. It's the language of diplomacy. It's the language also of the even popular music. So I mean in general English language is taking over. Then I am going to give you some advantages and disadvantages from learning another language in your life. Before that, I want to say that, just for your information, there are 196 countries around the world with more than 6,000 languages. It really does make sense. It's incredible. It is unbelievable, but at the same time it can be possible. How there should be many different languages in one single world? And for the answer for this question, let's get back to Quran that Allah tells us in Arabic, خَلَقْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ لِتَعَارَفُوا, which means we have created you in many different cultures, many different nations, faces and colors to communicate and know each other in better ways and more deeply. So, you know, there are many people trying to learn a new language in their life to get a better life, a high quality of life. And I suggest them, I recommend them, if they want to learn another language, just do 3 simple and easy steps. The first one is follow your interests. I mean, love the job you are doing, love the language you are learning. It really can be related to your body position. I mean, when you are listening to a video or watching a video or something to improve your language, just have a good posture, a good position of your body, your chin up, your shoulders back, your chest up, something like that. I mean in general. The second step is requirements in general. I mean the things you need to do, to have, like tools. The second one is future plans. It can be something like this. For example, I want to learn a new language and I decide and say from now on I will read one single book in every week in the future. It is kind of like a plan for me and can advance my ability of speaking in any language. Here, and as a question starts to be asked, which is, why should I know another language, learn another language? And for answer this question, I want to give you some clues, some data, and some advantages, bright sides of learning another language. The first one is this. By learning another language, you can see the world, travel anywhere you want, have journeys, have trips, and go to anywhere you want just by knowing another language, knowing something else about other countries. And imagine if you are in the airport, you may lose your passport. You are gonna be really disappointed. And what you are going to do with this situation? Go to the police officer and ask him, get me back my passport? What if you don't know their language? It's really gonna be a terrible time for you. But if you know their language, immediately you are gonna get back your passport from them and you will be happy really and trust me about this. The second one is the second advantage of knowing another language is you can, by learning that language, go through another culture of the world, know them, know their customers, and one day if you see a strange habit from them, you will not be shocked by them. After that, the third advantage and good side of learning another languages, you can get a great job. You can do what you want in the business, your business life. You can travel to the abroad, work in a shop. Just because you know another language, it makes really your life easier to get money. The fourth reason that you must learn another language, it really helps you to make better connections between you and other people from the other countries, and making new friends, associating with them in many easy ways. Even sometimes you might be among some people, some strange people, they might backbite you, they might say bad things behind you. If you understand their language, you can, as soon as possible, respond to them, and they are really gonna be shocked about you. And one more thing, if you know another language, in more languages, you can express your feeling more easily. Because it differs from a language to the other. There are some feelings that you cannot express in English language, for example. You can express it in Kurdish language. It's more easier, you feel more comfortable because of that. About disadvantages, I want to put a big X for, I think there's no disadvantages to learn another language. And I'm about to finish my topic today. If you have no questions.
Yes, thank you, Kargo-san. Do you have any question, any comments about language? Yes, for having it.
And I have.
Do you have any comments or any question? Carolee?
We have four main scales for learning language. For example, listen, writing, speaking, and.
You asked me to put it in order.
Yeah. Which one of them?
I myself think that listening or hearing is the best one. The second, let's share it with them. I am not sure about that.
Yeah, anyhow, listening, as according to Carolee said, that
Can
listening,
be the
reading,
best one.
writing, speaking. Which one of them is the best for improving
Listening
your
is the
English?
best.
For improving the language, not
Yes,
just
for
English.
improving your language, I think in general listening can be the best. Even if you look at native speakers, when they are a child, firstly they listen for 1, 2, 3 years, then they start to speak, they start to write down things, etc.
Yes.
Any other questions?
Kargo-san, we asked it before, we asked it the others, I'm not sure you were here or not. We asked it listening to, to tape to the radio, for example, any language. Listening is better than watching videos. Which one of them is better? Listening to radio or watching videos?
I think just listening to radio, you can just get hearing from it. But by watching a radio, you can watch it, take the actions, how they are treating, how they are behaving, also get the hearing from, the audio from the video.
Yeah, audio or...
The video can be more beneficial for improving, advancing your language.
How do you think about that? But don't you think, for example, when you want to listen to radio and you focus on the listening, but when you want to, for example, watching videos, your eyes and your ears, you should, for example, both of them, maybe your imagination will be separate together.
But teacher,
and you cannot focus on the words when they want to utter, they want to express other.
And you are right in this way, but If there's just an audio, it is more difficult to focus on. You are just listening. If there's actions, you can focus on it more deeply.
Yes.
It's my opinion. It can be
I
wrong
think-
or right.
Yeah, I think though that watching the video is better because when you watch the video, you can see the imagine and follow that maybe it comes to you can get information from your eyes and your ear. So then you can learn better as a beginner, okay? Not just at first, it's not good to focus on listening just.
Anyhow, this is your opinion. Thank you. Have you finished?
Finally, I really thank you to give me this chance again, and I hope you enjoy it. If you have no question, I want to finish it. And
Thank you,
finally,
Kak
just be safe and have fun.
Thank you, Kak Bassam.
Thanks.
Don't you have any comments? Yes, thank you, Kak Bassam. Actually, you presented very well. Thanks a lot for you. And Halima Khan has a comment.
Which language do you want to learn?
How many languages do you want to learn?
Right now, I'm distracted. I'm on my way to learn English language.
Okay.
I am paying more attention for English language, but about the future, I am not sure, really.
Yes, thank you, Kak Bassam. Actually, you presented very well. And inshallah, as you talked about the language actually, but how to define language in general, the simple definition.
About language can be really like a tool, like a unique tool to improve your life, to make life easier. A short definition.
Yeah. Or you can say is the purpose of communication.
Yes, yes.
Is the purpose of communication. Thank you, Mr. Abu Bakr.
Question. Children study different language in secondary school is better or study in the primary school. Which of them is better?
I think when they are young, they can be learning languages more easily than they are older because they have more skills. They are not focusing on other problems because they are child, they are small and young, so they can take it easier when they are in secondary school.
Thank you, Kak Bassam. Yes, thanks a lot for your topics actually and your
And
language actually.
I was really a little bit confused and
No,
frustrated. Sorry about that.
Yeah, thank you so
Because
much.
my
Actually,
first
you
time-
presented very well. This is your first time to present the presentations?
Yes.
Yes, you presented very well, and your pronunciation, is very important and it's very good. And thanks a lot for your presentations. Thank you,
Thank
Kak
you.
Bassam.
You're welcome.